First at noon, we are finally getting some rain after weeks of drought. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here on CBS 13. I'm Stephanie Grindley. Developing in Harrison, there is a large police presence on a rural road that's been closed off to traffic for several hours. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Yarmouth school leaders say they're trying to figure out what made several students sick, with some even fainting, forcing evacuations twice today. Lisbon Athletic Department has made some changes and is considering others as it works to address hazing within the schools. Turning now to our election recount coverage. One is currently underway. Here's a live look. Ahead at 6, more damage could be coming to homes along Maine's coast. That's the warning from first responders as we head into winter. Dunes are still leveled in certain spots from the January storms, like in Wells, you see here. We speak with the leaders of the York County Coalition and ask state officials whether they'll throw their support behind these efforts. Shoring up the shoreline coming up at 6. Marissa.
We'll see you then, Steph.
The CBS 13i team is on your side looking into growing concerns about cyber threats. You asked, and now we're answering. I-Team reporter Dan Lamparello looks into a question about community solar for those who choose their electricity supplier. And the rest of the week, we're expecting extra traffic. CBS 13's Anna Kuhn is live in Kennebunk for us. And Anna, how are the roads looking right now? CBS 13's Mal Meyer is live in Westbrook for us with what happened. Mal, what can you tell us? First tonight at 7 after a cold and rainy Tuesday, we're tracking a much better Wednesday. Good evening, I'm Stephanie Grindley.
And I'm Greg Lagerquist. Certainly better news tomorrow with that sunshine for travelers, but it's not going to last long as we are looking at more rain, even some snow for parts of Maine for Turkey Day.
Oh no, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Charlie Lepresti with a first look at your forecast. Charlie, good evening.
Now, good evening, Stephanie.
We are in a weather warn tonight as rain and snow have been battering Maine all day. Good evening and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Stephanie Grindley, and I'm thankful you could join us. The rain is just now switching to snow here in Portland, and we are expecting to see more as the night goes on, meaning some could lose power. CMP is reporting more than 12,000 households are currently without power now. Emily, is it getting colder?
It definitely is, Stephanie.
After a winter of severe weather and flooding damage, leaders in Kennebunkport are taking steps they hope will prevent future damage. State officials and local animal groups seized more than 50 Shih Tzu dogs and a handful of cats from a home in Norwich Walk. Initially, only 15 to 20 dogs were thought to be inside, but officials discovered more than twice as many. All of the dogs were taken to shelters in Kennebunk, Westbrook, and Brunswick. Would you look at them? They're so cute. Leaders at the Animal Refuge League of Greater Portland say the dogs were covered in feces and had matted fur. They were crammed in a small space for a long time and have a long way to go toward adjusting to a normal life. Ongoing drought conditions plus windy weather are causing brush fires and wildfires to pop up all over New England. New at noon, Portland's first professional soccer team, the Hearts of Pine, will announce their new head coach this afternoon. We're starting the holiday week with sunny skies as we take a live look at our Portland rooftop sky cam. But they won't be lasting too long since we're tracking a tricky forecast as we get closer to Thanksgiving. Let's get a first look with meteorologist Emily Santum live outside on the Eldridge Lumber weather deck. Emily, good Monday afternoon. I hear some sirens, but other than that, is it a calm Monday to start? Jeff, I am so bad. I had to do an elevator pitch like in college.
Sell an elevator?
No, you know, like I had to pitch an idea for millennial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I almost failed that class.
Really?
I can't
Couldn't think
do
of
it.
anything.
I pitched guinea pig diapers. It was that bad.
Is somebody going to buy one of those?
The judges laughed in my face.
Well, you
understandably so.
Well, you have guinea pigs. That rodent is very very passionate to you.
You know, I was trying. I was really reaching. When is this turning to snow?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Right now, nursing homes are understaffed, underfunded, and closing their doors across Maine. New today, DHHS is proposing major staffing changes for assisted living and residential care facilities after an 18-month investigation. New at noon, a man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend in Bangor pleaded not guilty this morning. While smiling in his mugshot, a York County man is sentenced to spend nearly a decade behind bars for choking a woman multiple times. A state lawmaker charged with domestic violence assault who won re-election by just one vote says he plans to serve.
Stephanie.
Hi, Greg, Marissa. Attorney General Aaron Fry filed this lawsuit in state court. It names Exxon, Shell, Chevron, BP, Sunoco, and the American Petroleum Institute, a trade association that represents hundreds of companies. The AG says the named companies failed to warn Mainers about how increased use of fossil fuels would impact people, the economy, and the environment. He claims they knew what could happen as early as the 1960s and chose to conceal it, to line their pockets. Fry says those actions contributed to extreme weather, resulting in property damage, financial burdens, and public health impacts. The complaint details 7 violations of Maine law and says the American Petroleum Institute, quote, aided and abetted the fossil fuel companies' deceptive conduct. The Institute responded to our request for comment, saying the industry has achieved its goal of providing affordable, reliable energy while reducing emissions and the environmental footprint, adding, quote, climate policy is for Congress to debate and to decide, not a patchwork of courts. Responses from several of the named oil companies echoes that sentiment, including one from ExxonMobil calling the suit, quote, a waste of taxpayer dollars. You can read those statements right now on WGME.com. The suit calls for defendants to pay for past and future climate harms and to stop what the state calls ongoing deception. For more than 20 states have also filed similar lawsuits. At the live desk, Stephanie Grindley, CBS 13 News.
All right, we'll see where it goes from here, Steph. Thank you.